Hello! Hey! Hi, everybody! Hi! What's up? How you doing? How y'all doing today? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. We did it. We made it another year. We're all alive, and we're here. Actually, I gotta flip the fucking calendar, because we made it. We made it. Wait, does this calendar have a January? No, it doesn't. All right, well. It's got the whole damn year on it. It's 2022. How exciting is that? Maybe this one will be a little better. We'll see. Welcome to the Livestream Hangout. I'm still doing these every month. Even though I'm taking some time away from the kill count, personally hosting them, I'm still going to be around. You know, I've seen some comments. Let's be clear. Right off the top of the bat, 90% or more of the comments I've seen since, posting my final hosted kill count for a while are super supportive, and I love it. Thank you so much. You're all very sweet people, and it's very kind of you, and it makes me feel good in my heart. You touch me right here in my heart, my Detroit-born heart. But some people have said, like, what, you're just going to fuck off for 6 months? No. I'm not just going to fuck off. Fuck you. I'm going to be doing shit. I'm just not going to be writing and hosting kill counts. All right? I'm going to be working. If you know anything about me, you know that I would shrivel up and die if I didn't work for that long. I woke up today and was like, maybe I should start writing that video about like the kill count champion throughout the... And I was like, no, James, you're on break. Make yourself not work. I have to work. I have to be productive. I just want to try other things besides the kill count for a few months, all right? So don't sit there saying that I'm just fucking off for 6 months. That's not true. That's a falsehood. That's a lie. And you're a goddamn liar if you say it. So I would say just don't be a goddamn liar. How is everybody today? How is Crazy Bird 2000? How are you doing? Weirdy Go. How you doing, Agent Morph? What's up, Wiggly Gaming? Night Falcon. Yeah, Jorge Amaya. How y'all doing? You doing all right? We doing okay? I gave you a nice big old kill count to close out the end of the year. And then we're going to have some more. Yeah, Lacey Ferguson. Oh, yeah, start saying names and the chat goes wild. Y'all want me to say the name aloud, right? Colin Kelly? Oh, Cairo the bro? How have you been, dude? Tom, what up? Is there still going to be a podcast episodes, Tom? Good question. This is from the sushi I got last night. Yes, Tom. The podcast will return in February. It will be taking January off because, the whole little wedding thing that we're doing. But the podcast will be back in February. And I think the plan is to move it to Friday releases. So what will happen is you'll get a Zoran kill count 1 week, podcast episode next week. Zoran kill count next week, podcast episode next week. Because podcast is moving to an every other week schedule. Again, Chelsea and I are trying to adjust what our work-life balance is, and that includes changing up the schedule so that we're not constantly running on the treadmill. For the podcast, for instance, you may have noticed in the past year or so, there have been less research episodes. That's because those take so much time, and when you have to get a new episode out every single week, it's hard to do the research for those research-heavy episodes. Thanks, Derek Williams. So, I know people who don't make videos may not know the amount of work that it takes to get one out on time every single week. It's a lot. It's a treadmill. And anyone who makes content, podcasts, anything that has to do it with regularity, that it's a treadmill, and it's hard to get off. So, there will be no live stream wedding. That's correct. Heather Kinkella, thank you. Will you still recommend movies to watch? Yeah, you can for recommending movies, you can follow me on Twitter at DeadMeJames. I might talk about those. I also just got a Letterboxd. I haven't really been that public about it. There are a few little reviews up there, but you can find me on there. It's the same name as always, DeadMeJames. But basically, all I got the Letterboxd for is to just keep track of what I watch. And so the reviews I type up on there might be just a couple of sentences long, just as like, this movie was okay. I like this thing about it. But Yeah, you can find me on Letterboxd if you'd like. I think the last review I just wrote was Matrix no, I haven't seen Resurrection yet. We're watching that tonight. So if anyone fucking spoils it for me when I'm so close to watching it, I will ban your ass from this channel. But we did rewatch the first 3 in anticipation of it, so I think I just reviewed Matrix Revolutions. I got right up my Encanto review because I just watched that the other day. I liked it. It made me cry. It was sweet. Yeah, by the way, we got the Tremors kill count coming out on the 14th, but you know what's coming out? We still got something for you this Friday. Don't y'all worry. Friday the 7th, we got something for you, and it is a real fucking cool video. Let me see if I can find an early cut of this video just to give you a little preview since you're here. All right, let me see. How do I search in Slack? Simple enough. House. Does House find it for me? Because it's the Scream House video. Scream House video, I believe. Nope, that's the Dropbox with the files. Okay. Let's see. Let me just start here and then scroll down. I'm going to find this, give you a little preview because I'm super excited about this video. I think it is dope, and I think you'll all really like it as long as you tune in, James, if you had to be a character in any horror film, who would you be? I don't know. One who lives? One who doesn't get murdered horrifically? I don't know. Let's see. This. Oh. I swear there was a Scream Notes. Yes. Okay. Here's an early edit of this video that's coming out on Friday, and I'm super excited about it. If you just have this link, can you see that? Yeah, let me just download this file so that, nobody fucking looks at the link and goes to it and does, I don't know, weird shit with it. Hey, James, my Sibs and I love your work. Since Jigsaw and Spiral broke the Saw movie number chain, what personalized subtitle would they have been if they were called Saws 8 and 9? Anime-loving bagpiper. Saw 8. So instead of Jigsaw, if it were called Saw 8, what title would I give it? I haven't watched Jigsaw in a long time, but I don't know. Saw 8, Low Gang Rise Up. And then if it, instead of Spiral from the Book of Saw, if it were called Saw 9, Saw 9, Rock the Police Department. That one's not as good. I'm sorry. That's all I got. Thanks, Talks from the Crypt. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Check this out. Check this fucking video out. This is fucking dope. Hey, everybody. We're here at the house used in the original Scream.
We're going to take you inside, and we're going to go on a tour so we can show you how the house was used in the movie.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, need the camera. All right, we just came in through the front door, and so we're in the foyer of the house. And you see this room a lot near the end of the film. After most this was so cool. After Stu and Billy have revealed themselves to Sydney.
Surprise, Sydney.
In fact, through this front door is where. So we do a whole tour of the house and how it's used and how it's laid out and how it's still laid out the same exact way. So there's a 13-minute tour of the house. Upstairs, in the master bedroom, the chase scene that happens upstairs, we show how that actually makes sense, which is bizarre. So that'll be on Friday. Look forward to that. I really am fucking pumped for it. So check that out, please. Because even though it's not a kill count, it's a good movie. All right. Or it's a good video. Also, Scream's a really good movie. Who owns the house now? A farmer owns the house, Devon Hall. A dairy farmer. And apparently, the cows on the dairy farm, owned by, with the Scream House, provide most of the cheese for Chipotle's in Southern California. That's what I learned. A dairy farmer owns it. He didn't even know that the house was in Scream. He bought it a few years back. He just needed a farm. I think he's like a retired guy who decided to be a farmer or some shit. And then I believe it was his niece or some younger relative of his who, realized what house it was. And then when they came a-knocking, when the studios came a-knocking to use it again for the new Scream movie and to use it for promotional stuff, it was, I believe, his niece who everything went through and was like, no, you should actually do this because it'll be cool. So, yeah, it was a functional farm. There were lots of animals out there. It was cool. There was a bird that flew by. It looked so big. It looked like a goddamn legendary Pokemon. It was awesome. Johnny Sutton, thank you. Have I heard of Castle Freak? Yeah, I haven't seen the new one yet, but the original with Jeffrey Combs and Barbara Crampton I watched one time, and I enjoyed it. How many rooms does it have? That's a good question. One. I don't know. It was big, that's for sure. And then a separate part of it was converted into like a guest house. So did I watch WWE Day One? No, I haven't watched wrestling in months and months and months. I've not, I did read the results of Day One. I saw that Brock beat Big E. I feel bad for Big E. Sounds like his title run was pretty mundane. I saw that Roman got COVID, which that fucking sucks. Hope that guy's okay. But I have not watched wrestling probably since April. Like, it's been a while, dude. I stopped watching when the Iconics were let go. So whenever that happened. And then, like, I don't watch Impact. And I've seen some things since then, like AEW. But if I were to watch again, I would probably start watching AEW. But I don't know. I'll be honest. It's nice to have those hours freed up. I was spending a lot of time watching wrestling because there's a lot of wrestling to watch, and it's pretty nice to have those hours to do other things. Yesterday, I did a 12-hour play session of Sea of Thieves. 12 hours from noon to midnight we played that goddamn game. So that was nuts. I've been playing a lot of Halo. I'm up to Diamond 2, I think, in the ranked. Hey, thanks, Connor. Will I be covering Chucky after the break? I would say almost definitely. I would say Chucky series kill count almost definitely will happen this year in 2022. So we'll see. What up, Joseph? Joseph and Finn. Thanks a lot, Joseph. Will there be other there will be lots of content. Like, I want to do just non-kill count videos. That's it. And you know what? I know that people are like, oh, those aren't going to do as well. Yeah, that's not the point. At this point, Deadbeat is fine. It is a trusted brand, I would say, when it comes to horror movies. It is a company that is able to make enough money to employ people. And so I don't need to just try to get the most views every video. I don't. That's not the goal anymore. The goal is, for right now in this moment, the goal is creative fulfillment, which means trying some other shit out. I don't expect anything to replace the kill count or anything to even do as good as the kill count, but that's not the point. I just got to do some other shit, all right? Even though I love the kill count. Don't get me wrong. I love the kill count. Am I a Lions fan, Night Falcon? I'm not really a sports fan in general, and I never watched the Lions. The 2 times I was kind of into sports was in the 90s when I was a kid and was super into hockey and the Red Wings because they were kicking ass year after year. And then in college, I got into, I would go to the football games, be a Wolverine fan. Big Ten champions this year. We're not going to talk about the Georgia game. How about that? Thank you, AP Music and Golden Hybrid. Oh, the WWE booth at VidCon. Yeah, dude. You get a chance. I'm assuming you were in line and you met Becky or Charlotte and Xavier. That was dope. Just a free line to get in and meet Becky Lynch and get a picture with her. Thanks, VidCon. That was awesome. We did just reach 2 billion views, Dr. Sleep. The channel just recently, a couple of weeks ago, I think, passed 2 billion views. That's what I'm saying, man. I never expected a channel to reach 5 million subscribers. And I guess 10 would be cool, but like 5's pretty solid. I'm not trying to be a PewDiePie and I'm not trying to be a Mr. Beast. I'm not trying to be like the most subscribed YouTube channel because those channels appeal to more of a wide audience. And Dead Meat is a niche audience. It is horror movies, which is a niche genre of film. And so I don't expect it to reach those crazy heights. And I think 5 million is already very impressive for the very specific thing that I look at on the channel. And I'm so happy and proud of it. So I think that's great. I see some people comment and stuff about how like, oh, this is gonna ruin the channel and like, but like the channel is not my ultimate goal. My ultimate goal is not to be the best YouTuber ever. It is to make things that are good and that people like. And right now, the medium for that is the YouTube channel, and I'm very happy with that. But when people are like, I don't know, man. I'm content right now. I've been getting so much sleep this past week. It is great. I've been sleeping 8 hours, sometimes more, just catching up on all that sleep that I missed out on in October. It was so good. Am I excited for Flanagan's House of Usher series? Yeah, I'm still catching up on Bly Manor. We've watched about half of it. It's good. But it's also just a very talky show about sad things. So, like, we really got to be in the mood to watch another episode. It's just a lot of people talking and a lot of sad people talking about death. So, we're almost done with Bly Manor, and then we'll do Midnight Mass. But I think we're going to wait to do Midnight Mass for when the podcast comes back so that we can have an episode of the podcast talking about the show like we did with Squid Game. So I think that would be really cool. Let you know when we start Midnight Mass. Yeah, probably after the wedding. The wedding will be January 21st for anyone who wants to circle that date and just think about us on that day. That'll be our getting married day. The Doom poster looks awesome. Thanks later, Mike and MM Garza. I have not watched Cobra Kai. I know I never got a chance to meet Clarence Williams, little homie. It sucks when some people you never get the chance to. The biggest misses for me, for sure, are Wes Craven and George Romero. Just never getting to talk to them, especially Craven just seems like such an intellectual person. It's sad that I'll never get a chance to talk to him. And, we talked to Heather Anderson is her married name, but Heather Langenkamp. We talk to her frequently because she is, as you probably know, officiating our wedding, which is really cool. And yeah, she'll always just mention how, like, Wes and how he was and what he would say and what he would do. And it's like, man, I wish I had also gotten to know him. That'd be so cool. Is the poster signed, Joe Cat? It's like signed. You can go on Amazon right now and buy this for $20 and it'll come exactly the way it is. I didn't meet anyone or get those signatures. It just came with, like, I think they're just printed signatures. So. Hi, you should fight Roman Reigns for the Universal Champion. Well, I would, but I don't want to embarrass him. He's got that whole, like, family thing going on. I don't want to make him feel bad in front of his family, so, Paul A., thanks. I love this Dead Meat t-shirt. Oh, cool. Sounds like someone went to... Oh, wait, is that Baby No Money in the background? Fuck yeah, it is, dude. I went to his show when he was in L.A. A couple of months ago. Chelsea and I went. It was fucking dope. It was great. It was a really good time. We actually got seats up in the balcony overlooking it. And we got the seats because, like, we're in our 30s. We don't always want to be standing around for a whole concert. But we were sitting up there and, like, looking down at everyone standing in front of the stage. And we were like, fuck, I wish we'd gotten GA and just gotten down there and just been, like, bumping. It sucked to be sitting in that concert. But it was a great time. A lot of fun. High energy. And next time he comes, we will for sure get that GA. What was it like working with Ice Nine Kills, and did we take pictures with Otis Driftwood, Bill Mosley? Yeah, we definitely got a picture with Bill, who's fantastic. Working on the video, I mean, Spencer's awesome. Love him. He's a very personable guy. He's coming to the wedding too, so he'll be there. But definitely the highlight of that was watching Bill Mosley act, like sitting there in a scene and then hearing action called and then watching getting yelled at by Bill Mosley acting was fucking awesome. It was so cool. Just like the second the camera starts rolling, you watch it turn on, like, and then cut, and he's back to just like a chill guy who's just like, oh yeah, like, oh man, you just like, that is a professional. very awesome. Do I still have a P.O. box? So the P.O. box. Oh, calm down with that. Calm down with that, mods. Maybe you might want to modify that, because my mom recently said that the P.O. box. Here's what happened. P.O. box got too big for Chelsea and I. It got. We kept getting too much stuff. It was. We have so much. Even though we have a house now, there are parts of it filled with stuff from the P.O. box. So we had to close it. A year or two ago. Time doesn't matter anymore, you know? Then my mom and sister in Florida were like, hey, we can handle the P.O. box. If you open it here, we'll go through it and organize it and send it to you. So we did that. And we opened a P.O. box in Tampa. My mom just told me they can't do it. It's too much. It's too much stuff. Sorry, you guys love us too much. So we're going to have to close that P.O. box. We're going to be back to not having a P.O. box. And saying P.O. box doesn't sound like a real thing anymore after saying P.O. box so many times. Have I ever had COVID clips? No. We have somehow, as far as we know, we have avoided COVID. Is that going to be possible moving forward? Probably not. But we're in the best position to avoid it. We work from home with ourselves. We can afford things to be delivered here. Instead of, we're boosted. So, if we get it, especially if it's Omicron, probably won't be a big deal. We are worried about Chelsea. She has asthma. Her lungs are not the best. But I think Omicron, I think I just was seeing a thing where it doesn't hit the lungs as hard. That's the problem, is nobody really knows what's going on with it. So because we are in a position to where we can just kind of chill at home, that's mostly what we've been doing. But if I had to put money on it, if you put a gun to my head and said, are you going to get COVID this year? I would say probably. Seems like everyone's getting it. But as far as we know, we have not had it. And we've avoided it. Most of our close friends have not had it. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a stupid thing, and I can't wait until the day where we don't have to talk about it. Right? I think we all want that. Detroit versus everybody shirt. I think I have a hoodie for Detroit versus everybody. Thanks, Emma Borer. Best person to interview? Do you mean that we've already interviewed? I mean, Mike Flanagan was a great one. Of course, we were walking around at the Stanley Hotel, so that helped make it really awesome. Is that a Baby No Money sticker? Lots of people noticing the Baby No Money sticker. Yes, it is. Will there be a podcast episode about Chucky? If I had to guess, I'd say no, just because we watched it as it aired, and then by the time the podcast comes back, I don't think it'll be fresh enough in our minds to speak about extensively, and then, we're probably not going to rewatch it all to do an episode, so I would say probably no. You'll probably get a Chucky kill count in 2022, probably not a podcast episode. Jay Hayden, you of Michigan, right? Did you meet any of the Star Kid people in college? Yeah. Devin Little was a pretty good friend for a few years. Haven't talked to her for a few years, but she was in some Practical Folks videos back when we made those. So Devin Little was probably the closest one to us. Is Joe Moses Star Kid, right? Joe Moses is, right? He's coming to the wedding because he's engaged now to Tessa Netting, who is a good friend of ours. Tessa Netting and Brizzy are really good friends of ours. So yeah, Joe Moses. They're right after us. They're in March, their wedding. So Tessa's been texting Chelsea a lot with are our weddings going to be okay, given the status of the world, and just talking about wedding stuff. But Joe Moses is a really good guy. And then, oh my God, I can't believe, oh God, it's been so long since I've talked to other people. Joey, fuck, he was on a Drunk Disney. His mouth is kind of slanted. He's great. He's an awesome guy. He's so funny. Joey Richter, there it is. Thank you, Devin McKay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry if Joey Richter's watching this. Nobody clip that and send it to him and say that I forgot his last name. The man who has been on our couch before. It's my old brain just forgetting names. Yeah. I mean, you meet a lot of people. And I was like, it's not Joey Clift. Let me go top myself off with this coffee and my little Minnie Mouse cup, and I'll be right back with the coffee refilled. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. Don't clip that. All right, I'm back. Oh, you asked earlier, Brandon Sr., about this season of Survivor. How would I rank it overall? Well, I haven't seen enough to rank it, but I really enjoyed it. I think that there were 2 episodes, episodes 2 and 3 maybe, where they focused too much on the advantages and it got really dumb. But I think once that got out of the way and they realized that people weren't going to be rolling the dice or whatever the fuck, I think the cast was fantastic. I really enjoyed them. Yeah, I liked the season of Survivor a lot. I would put it below. So we started watching all the modern Survivor seasons with Ghost Island. I would put it above all of the ones that we've watched since Ghost Island, besides David versus Goliath, which is fucking amazing. But I would put it above even Winners at War, but that might be because I didn't know so many. I think if you watched all the old seasons of Survivor and knew all the winners who were in Winners at War, that season might rank higher for you because you know them better. But I'd say it's about on par with Winners at War. Personally, for me, I would put 41, drop the 4, keep the 1, slightly above it. Will Jamie Lee Curtis still be there to help out? Listen, I got Jamie Lee Curtis's publicist's email, and I emailed an invite. I literally said in the email, I don't expect anything to come of this, but because we had a fun interview and she offered to officiate, here's a wedding invitation. I have not heard back. I don't expect to hear back. But for the record, I did invite Jamie Lee Curtis to the wedding. I don't think it's going to happen, but we will have a table full of horror people. I mean, we've got Heather, of course, the officiant. Felissa Rose is coming unless this thing just popped up that can't make it, but she might be able to make it. Radio Silence is going to be there. Jonah Ray will be there. Spencer Charnas, like I said, he'll be there. Oh, Bonnie Aarons is coming too. The nun will be at our wedding. It'll be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. I don't have any family coming to the wedding except my parents and a cousin, but I'll have a lot of friends, so that's cool. Oh, well, thank you. I don't know what your name is because it's in different language, but thanks for the money. I often give money to things I don't like. I mean, that's true. I do order things on Amazon. Oh, hey, Ben's here, everybody. Dead Meat Executive Assistant Ben Bellevue's in the house. What up, Ben? Are you coming in tomorrow? I forget. Thank you, Average Gamer 69. What's the farthest from a horror movie I would do a kill guide on? Probably Mortal Kombat. Yeah. Lonnie Breezy, Last Winter. I have not heard of that. Do I play lots of horror video games? I tend not to. games are usually an escape for me. So it's, well, thank you. Okay. Getting some back and forth there. But yeah, I like horror games, but the games I play right now are Halo, just to let out some steam. Sea of Thieves, because I love it. Chelsea and I are playing through the Echoes of the Eye expansion of the Outer Wilds. We finished the base game a year or so ago, and it was one of the best gaming experiences of my life. Love the Outer Wilds. And we're working through the expansion pack right now. During my break, I'm probably going to play Breath of the Wild, because everyone says it's like the best game ever made, or one of them, and everyone is always talking about it, so I figure I should allow myself to experience that. It's just something I did not have the time to do when I was, working nonstop, so we'll see if I can get through that. And, yeah, I think that's all the plans. I mean, we'll fuck around with some games. We play a lot of Jackbox when our friends are over, because we have a very funny friend group, so Jackbox is a delight, all the Jackbox games. My favorites include Quiplash. Job's pretty funny. I really like pole mining, depending on the prompts. TKO is good. Blather Around, that's a good one. Tyler Wade, thank you. Job is best game. Job has maybe made us laugh the hardest. But yeah, so we love Jackbox. We also will occasionally, we've done this a few times now, play Clash of Kings. And I say play as in my housemate James Gressel controls it and tells us what's happening, and the rest of us help him design a monster character who then lives throughout the ages and has offspring and has tries to rule a nation and an empire, and we help him make decisions. Wait, is it Crusader Kings? It is Crusader Kings. I'm sorry. That's the thing. There are so many games with fucking kings and empires and whatever. It is Crusader Kings. I'm sorry. Crusader Kings 3. So, not Clash of Kings. Is that a mobile game? Clash of Kings is something, right? I don't know. I know that it's not Age of Empire. It's not Clash of Civilizations. It's not Civ. I don't know. Anyway, Crusader Kings is what we played. We made a king who was Sonic the Hedgehog. He was a very tiny man with who looked like a hedgehog. He had kind of like a Brillo pad type hair. Sonic, Sonnik, Sonic the Hedgehog. And then last time we did it, we made a new character because Sonic really ate shit. Sonic lost all his land and had people plotting against him, so we had to start over. And our new character was Wall. This is only for the Michigan people. Wall, Wahl, Said, Seid, Windows, spelled in a fun way. So it was Wallside Windows, and then we designed him. Wallside Windows is a local window store in Southeast Michigan. They get all their products factory direct. But we designed Mr. Windows to have a very flat face so that it can press up against windows and look through them. So we made it was an abomination. In fact, let me see if I can find a picture. I believe that we took a picture of this poor man whose life would be hell. But let me find a picture. And here it is. Yep. Okay. So let me just save this, and then I will. Oh, wait, no, you know what? I think it's in this other group chat. We have so many fucking group chats. Just all the different variations and permutations of people. So, 1 second. Give me a second. Oh, Chelsea posted it? Chelsea posted it on, what, Twitter, I'm assuming? She would post it, yeah. Let me find Mr. Windows. Also, please check out Tokyo Gore, please. That sounds That sounds insane. So it would be in this chat. Okay. And then, bow. Do I have any New Year's resolutions? Yeah, I said the other day that my goal is to just get the channel in a place where it is easier on us to make content consistently, but in a relaxed way, kind of. Here, hold on, I got some motherfuckers right here. All right. So this is literally from the game. Here's Mr. Wallside Windows. You can see the flat face that allows him to press up against a window. And then Beth B. Rad, who made the Dead Meat logo, a very talented artist, makes all the D&D artwork. She drew Mr. Windows. There he is, drawn by Beth. So this abomination. This is Chelsea took this picture of our TV with the game. This is in the game. This poor man. And then here he is drawn. He looks like reverse Hammerhead. Can he be in a movie? I was like, oh my God, we accidentally kind of made Brian Peppers. Will you explore new music? Yeah. Every once in a while, I'll put on Spotify's new music playlist and try to educate myself and familiarize myself with the new stuff being played. You know what song I heard that I'm kind of obsessed with? Anyone know the song by Gail? ABCDEFU? Oh, wow. I really like that song. I think it's fucking great. And then there's like angry mix or like an angry version of it. That's fucking cool. I like that one a lot. That's got a lot of guitars and stuff. So that song I think is really dope. That one really stood out to me. I also really like Doja Cat. I've listened to a lot of Doja Cat. And Dua Lipa is really cool as far as like pop music goes. I really like them. Dude, she created that song by asking TikTok for a prompt. Oh, really? It's such a good breakup song. Yeah, I could see it being overplayed, Nick Kenny. I like that song, but my sister's played it so much I can't stand it anymore. I could see that for sure. Because I think, the last time I heard it, I was like, starting to hear this a lot. Like, it's only 2.5 minutes, too, so it can, like, be repeated. I don't know. Oh, and then I found on one of those playlists, Mother, but the song that really stood out to me was, I think, from like their first album, which was mid-2000s. And then I listened to some of their newer stuff, and it's still good, but like it didn't like grab me as much as, God, I can't remember the name. Verbatim was, I think, the song that like I heard, and I was like, this is weird shit, and I like it. So I might check out more Mother and see if there's more stuff that is similar to that. Verbatim, yeah. Lauren Tonio knows. Foo Fighters is fine. I think Foo Fighters is like just kind of generic. I mean, they're great to learn songs. I can drum Learn to Fly, almost all of. Burning Pile by Mother. I'll check that out, Sandy Myers. Let me make a note of that. Burning Pile. Because, yeah, I didn't realize that they have been around for so long. They have a lot of discography. And so I just want to find stuff that I like and not have to listen through however many albums they have to find it all. Thanks, Kyle's Comet. Best male hair in horror? Fuck, that's a good question. You know what? Maybe that dude from Never Hike Alone. He had real nice hair. I've seen Blood and Black Lace. I think one time I watched that like while I was going to sleep. Do I like In Excess? I haven't really listened to them, but I do remember that when a few songs I listened to, and then in college, but I would call it Inxus. I'd be like, oh, I just found this, download some Inxus. And then one day, way more recently than I want to admit, Gresso was like, do you mean In Excess? Oh, Haim. Yeah, no, we just saw Haim. Did we see them twice already? I think we saw them once, and then we have tickets to see them again in a few months. I love Haim. They're great. They are awesome live. Oh, yeah, I need to see Licorice Pizza. But they are a fantastic live show. We actually saw them in their first concert post-COVID. And because we got the warm-up package, we got to see them warm up. So they literally came out to warm up. And they were like, it was at the Santa Barbara Bowl. And they came out and they were like, you guys are literally the first people to see us live in like a year and a half as we warm up these songs. And so it was really cool. They were fantastic. The energy at that show was great. And because they're from, I think, Santa Barbara, or at least California, it was like a home show for them. So it was awesome. It was really good. Someone asked if I would ever learn to play guitar. I fear it's too late for me at this point. And I've tried a couple of times throughout my life to do it, but I can't. My fingers aren't that dexterous. My fingers aren't that long either. They're kind of like very average, middling fingers. So it's not a good instrument for me. I don't know. Everyone's saying it's never too late. I guess technically that's true, but I don't know. I would maybe prefer to try doing like piano or keyboard, which I've never tried. That might be more enjoyable for me, but I would love to learn an instrument that you can play melodies on, because I love drumming, but no one wants to. You're never going to be like, hey, you want to come listen to me drum? Or like, you're never like hanging out in a group and it's like, oh, let me hop on the drums and provide some background music. That's not a thing. But, guitar or piano, someone could do that. Do I actually enjoy Ice Nine Kills, or do I feel obligated because I'm part of the horror community? No, I love Ice Nine Kills. I like metal. I don't understand a lot of the words being screamed, but I fucking love metal, dude. I mean, I went to a Symphony X show in college at a dive bar in Ohio. Granted, that is some progressive metal, but no, I like metal for the most part. Thoughts on Anthrax, Metallica, Iron Maiden? I never listened to those bands in depth enough to say, but like, what is the Metallica album that's like the masterpiece? Is it Fade to Black? But no, I like metal. I like weird metal. Like System of a Down is top 5 for me. So Ice Nine Kills, actually, the Black Album, yeah. Ice Nine Kills actually fits in real nicely with that because it's weird, kind of niche stuff. Thoughts on Radiohead? Fake-ish? Radiohead was one of my favorite bands. It was top 5 for me in college. I was obsessed with Radiohead in college and right after college. I haven't listened to them in a while, but Korn is definitely weird metal. Yeah, new metal. I like new metal. So that I was into Korn. I've listened to Korn recently. We bought tickets, and I think it got canceled to Korn and System, actually. We were going to go with Joe Lynch, but he sold his tickets after it got moved twice. In fact, no, the day before the Korn System concert, we were in a screening room. I remember this. For Last Night in Soho. This was just like a month ago. It was the day before we were supposed to go see Korn and System of a Down, and I get a text notification that I think Serge got COVID. It was like, fuck, our concert just got postponed, so we were unable to see them, but it was a very busy time of the year for us, so it kind of worked out. We were like, well, that's kind of a relief, and assuming it still happens, I'll be happy. Gorillaz, yeah, is like number 2 band for me, honestly. Gorillaz is way up there for me. It's Chelsea's favorite artist. We love them. Let's see. Any non-music things going on? Oh, top 10 bands. That would be tough for me to write out. It's cool that you're so friendly with Joe Lynch. Oh, yeah, he's coming to the wedding, too. Well, the wedding's going to be a fucking party. Any new hobbies you're thinking about picking up? That's a good question, Karthik Raj. Yeah, because now I'm going to have the time to maybe experiment with stuff. New hobbies. I would love to, what I want to do, inspired by Sea of Thieves, Mike and I have talked about this. I want to take a sailing lesson. I want to learn a sailboat and learn how to learn how to sail. I think that'd be real cool. So maybe I can try that. I've always wanted to do learn stunt stuff. Obviously not to be a stunt performer, but just like stunt fighting and weapon handling and things like that. That would be really cool, I think. Learn to do a backflip if that's not too late. It might be too late for that. Turning 33 this year, that might be too late to teach my body how to do a backflip, but I don't know. I jumped a lot on a trampoline I had growing up. Maybe that would help prepare me for it. Thanks, Brady Wells. Chelsea just took up calligraphy. She just got a calligraphy pen and has been practicing calligraphy. It looks fantastic. She's really good at picking up new hobbies and just running with them. I bought her now that we have time, I bought her a pottery wheel. I think not even for Christmas. I think that was like our anniversary gift. But it's still sitting in the garage. Now we can set that up and she can practice pottery because there was the Great Pottery Throwdown. We watched those seasons. Fantastic show, by the way. I really recommend it. Very kind show. It's like British Bake Off, but with pottery, which I prefer because baking, I just get kind of bored by it. But the pottery stuff I thought was fantastic. Jonathan Van Ness from Queer Eye just learned how to do a backflip, and he's 34. Well, thanks, Heather. Great. I'll do that. I'll learn how to do a backflip. There. Write it down. 2022 backflip. Although, I guess my word doesn't mean shit anymore because last year I tweeted out that in 2021 I would start my They Might Be Giants podcast with James Gressel. And guess what did not happen? That podcast. Maybe I can make it happen this year. We'll see. But now I feel like my year doesn't matter. Or my year. Now I feel like my word doesn't matter. Favorite biome in Subnautica is a great question, Phantom Fanatics. I don't remember them well enough to say. I did like Blood Kelp Zone. Is that where's the crab squids? Or no, the deep area with all the bright lights and the little eels that like pollinate the flowers, that one, and there's like a sunken base down there. I really like that one too. Thanks, Jackson. It's 2020 season 3. Yep, Brady Wells, that's what it feels like, huh? Jelly Shroom. Yeah, the Jelly Shroom area. I really like that one. That was finding that one stuck with me. In fact, my first base was right above that so that I could like go visit it easily. Subnautica is probably my favorite gaming experience of all time. I did Subnautica, the entire first game I did in VR. That was fucking amazing. I would play that game for like 6 hours and then at the end of it, take off the helmet and just be sweaty and be like, where am I? Oh, God. And just be, totally confused after having spent so much time in that world in VR. It was great. I have not played the ice one yet, Below Zero. That is another one that we'll probably do that after we do Echoes of the Eye. Thanks, Carter. I don't know how Patreon works as far as like payment things, so you can check that out. What was it like to be told off by Jamie Lee Curtis, the Duke? I mean, top 5 moments in Dead Meat history, that's for sure. I've been on a Stark Kid kick, and it blows my mind that you must have known them at college. Yeah, we were just talking about that earlier, Catherine. I was friends with Joey Richter, Devin Little, and haven't talked to them in a few years, but Joe Moses is coming to our wedding. And I don't think I've met Darren Criss, but I have lots of friends who are friends with Darren Criss. Does Lucy ever watch you play video games? Yes, she will definitely sit there and watch you play video games. Chelsea, yesterday, while I was doing my 12 hours of Sea of Thieves, Chelsea was playing The Sims and like had a dog character, and Lucy was very honed in on the dog character as she was making it. Thanks, Jackson. Yeah, I'm excited to see what Halloween Ends brings. Thanks, Honkus Chonkus. I've played a few times. Did I ever read horror books as a kid, W? Yeah, I grew up reading Stephen King way too young. Thanks, Video Game Collector. I don't know what my favorite Jaws ripoff is. I'd love a sim stream with Chelsea. I think lots of people would love Chelsea streams. I just don't think Chelsea wants to. Chelsea's much better than me at separating things for herself from things that are turned into content. And so she doesn't like to. I think if she streamed, it would be very successful, but I think she would rather just like play those games for herself and not have to be on camera or on mic doing it for other people, you know? Oh, thanks, Liam. Thank you very much. I'm going to grab one more cup of coffee. All right. So give me one more second. I'll be right back. You know, y'all almost got a little bit of Lucy in this stream. She finally came downstairs, and I went to go pick her up to bring her in here and show you Lucy. But it's been raining for 3 weeks here. I don't know about 3 weeks. It's been raining nonstop here. And today is finally a nice day. I think we've had, last 2 days have been nice, but she is laying in a spot of sun, you know, a little kitty laser beam. And I went to go pick her up right as she got to the sunspot, and she flopped on her back and was like, meep. And I was like, all right, I guess not. I'll give you your son. But you came very close to getting a little bit of Lucy. Ugh. I thought the rain passed. It has passed now, as far as I know. I don't know if it's going to rain again, but yeah, dude, it's the most I've ever seen it rain out here, and I've lived here for 9 years now. But it was by far the most rain. It was insane how nonstop rain it was. It felt like it was Michigan again. It was like I'd wake up and it was raining hard, and then it just kept hard raining the entire day. Go to sleep, still raining. I loved it. Your house leaked multiple times. That's the problem, is that places here aren't built for that weather. So I think lots of people's houses and apartments leaked, but hopefully that's all okay. The state and the grass and such needed the rain for sure. I think, you know, we were just driving around doing stuff, and I was like, this is the greenest I have ever seen the hills on the side of like the 405. Why do people always joke that it never rains in LA? Because it doesn't normally. I mean, we'll go months and months and months without rain. Have we ever met David Arquette? No, we have not. And we are. So here's a little. We're talking to the Scream people, right? And I'm sorry to hear that, Derek. We're talking to the Scream people, and we're trying to set up interviews with Scream people. And for a while, it was going to be in-person interviews. And there was a chance of in-person meeting, like Nev and David and Courtney. We'll see. We'll see about talking to them, but it won't be in person anymore. Now it's back to like Zoom shit. I'm so fucking upset about it. Because for a little bit, we were talking to them, and they were like, yeah, we'll do an in-person, like, interview junket type thing. We're like, oh, fuck yeah. But now it's all back to fucking virtual shit. I just hate... I love interviewing people. I love to talk to people. I think it's really fun. And I think that I'm able to connect to people and get them to kind of put their guard down and have a real conversation with me. The problem is when it's Zoom, there's the weird delay. It's you hear yourself and they hear themselves. I just hate it. I want that in-person like connection. And it's been so long since I've had one. Thanks, Mangy Films. You can't. Kill counts take too much work to just pre-record a bunch of them. The Chucky Kid Zoom interview. Well, Bree, you cut out the part where people kept talking over. So one person kept getting talked over. I think Teo. And like, it was really funny. I almost wish you had left it in. But it was like half awkward, half hilarious of all these kids like talking over each other. And I think it was Teo trying to like say something and then someone else would start talking and he'd have to stop. Yeah. I asked Zoran to find it and put it back in, but he couldn't. And we were like, it was too late. But it was a pretty funny thing. Yeah, those kids were fantastic. I hope to see more of them. Is Zoran cool? Yeah, Zoran's great. Everyone I work with is cool. Oh, hi Jay from England. Are we having a themed wedding? No, we are not. How tall is Zoran? I think he's 6'5". He is on the verge of distractingly tall. He is, I think when you hit 6'5", I think that's the height where you're walking in the grocery store and people do like double takes or like, I think at 6'5", you're the tall guy. But yes, he's extremely tall. Maybe 6'4". I don't know. Oh yeah, Bree, Ben is very tall. Ben is also a very tall man. Ben, what are you, 6'3"? And then our previous assistant, Veronica, I think she had an inch on me. I think she was 5'11". So, I just had a run of Ben giving off. No, I'm 5'10". You were short until you were 16? That's interesting. Tyler Main is, I believe 6'8". He's a fucking tower. Have I ever played any of the Outlast games, Michael? Yeah, I played all of the first one, and I think that those videos are still on the channel. Thanks, Gory Bits. Yeah, I've got a lot of coffee mugs, but today I grabbed the Mickey or Minnie Mouse one. A bunch of minis painting each other. That's fun. Thanks, Killer Corey. Outlast is based on Wreck. It feels very similar, so it was probably at least somewhat inspired. Would a collab with Last Podcast on the Left ever be a possibility? I don't know. We'd be down for it. We really like them. We saw them live years ago, I think in 2017. I think it was right when the channel was getting started. Well, thank you, Jordan Johnson. How old am I, HDR? I'm 32. I'll be 33 in May. Isn't that the Jesus age? 33? Right? Oh, that's right. Johnny Knoxville's going to be in the Royal Rumble. I got to tell Chelsea this. I haven't told her this yet. I have to tell her. She's going to be so fucking excited. We are Jackass fans here. I grew up on Jackass. I probably, the first things I ever recorded with a camcorder were Jackass inspired, which probably isn't a good thing, but we're big fans of Jackass here. And I can't believe he's going to be in the fucking Rumble. I will tell Chelsea that, and it'll be awesome. Jackass made you do stupid shit too, Christina? Yeah, for sure. All the times I rode wagons down slides. Which I did a lot. Will I post my Jackass-inspired videos? So here's the thing. For all you young people out there was a time in history when you could do something and you could even do it and record it, but it would disappear after a while. It would just get lost to time. Things were just not uploaded and preserved for all of eternity. And that, thankfully, is what happened with all my Jackass recordings from when I was 12 years old. They were recorded, and now they're gone because there wasn't a YouTube. People did not grow up with video hosting websites with enough bandwidth to where you could upload things and have them live forever. And thank God for that my horrible antics are not preserved for all of history. They are gone. They are lost to history. They do not exist anymore, and I'm grateful for that. What was your craziest stunt? I know I jumped off of ladders way too often. Probably 10 feet, possibly higher. I shot them 6 times, but I didn't upload them. Yeah, definitely Jeff Hardy inspired for sure. Did it hurt you? I mean, I never got actually injured doing all my backyard wrestling shit. I did, dude, I just had a dream last night where I went to the dentist and they found something wrong with me, but they wouldn't tell me what it was. And then they blamed my backyard wrestling for it. They were like, you have a neurological damage from back. And then they said I was bad at it. I remember the dentist in my dream being like, I liked wrestling too, but I didn't go out and be a shitty backyard wrestler. And I was like, fuck you. And then I woke up. I think I woke up yelling. I'll have to ask Chelsea if that happened. Like, fuck! Oh, sorry, Lucy. Yeah, bad at it? Yeah, fuck them. That's right. Aiden, fuck them. Fuck you, dream dentist. I don't know what you're doing looking at my head anyway. You're a goddamn dentist. Stick to the teeth. Would I consider growing my hair out again like I had it a few years ago? I don't know what I'm going to do with my hair. Right now, it's kind of okay. It definitely needs to be trimmed up. But, like, for the wedding, I need to decide what I want to do because I don't want to have it be, like, the super short, like, skin short on the side thing that I sometimes have. I don't want that for my wedding pictures. I feel like this is pretty close to what I would want for the wedding, just, you know. But I'll get my haircut that morning at a stylist, so we'll see what happens. No. Get a bowl cut for the wedding. No, we've not met Jennifer Tilly, bro. What? I'm gonna say we've not met Jennifer Tilly yet. I think since Chucky has a season 2 coming up, and since I think we got along real well with Don, I believe that we will have the chance to at least talk to her on a Zoom call. We'll see. Jennifer, till you get to meet her. That's good. Play poker with her? Dude, we would definitely talk about poker because we love poker and she is a professional poker player. That's still one of my favorite lines in the show. It's like, Oscar nominee and professional poker player Jennifer Tilly. We're like, yeah! Favorite movie of the year? I don't know. I don't even know how. I would have to look at a list. Am I happy that the Ready or Not directors are working on the new Scream movie? It is the only way that I would trust the new Scream movie because I think that Ready or Not was exactly the tone that we would want a new Scream movie to have. It was super funny, but also, I wouldn't say scary, but it was violent and at times serious. I just fucking love those guys. They're so good. Here's the thing with Radio Silence is they started on YouTube. So they really understand us. They understand what we do. They're fans of our work. When we had them over to the apartment for our podcast interview, they came in and they were geeking out over the kill count set. They were like, oh shit, it's the kill count set. I'm like, oh shit, you guys made Ready or Not. So those guys are fucking great. Matt, Chad, and Tyler, love those dudes. So happy that they'll be coming to the wedding. Hope you take the time to organize your letterbox. What's that mean? Organize it? What the fuck's that mean? Play hide and seek with Radio Silence. That's a great video idea. You know, if we had unlimited time and resources, that would be such a good idea to play hide and seek with them. Or if we had been bigger when Ready or Not came out and had been able to do promotional things, because all these studios always reach out to us and are like, hey, we want you to help promote this movie. Do you have any ideas? And we're like, no, not really. We can interview them because we like doing that. But as far as doing a creative thing, I'm like, I'm usually too busy to come up with anything really fun. But that would have been a great idea. What would you do if Paramount contacted you to do a scene in the new Jackass movie? I'd say, how high? How high do you want me to jump off of? Thanks, dope man. A video of the wedding on the channel? Probably not. It's not horror related, you know. We'll have pictures from it on social media and such, but I don't think there will be a dedicated video from the wedding posted to the channel. Maybe, I don't know. I would say probably not. But if it comes out, don't fucking post comments being like, hey, hypocrite, or whatever the fuck. Thoughts of Bam not being in Jackass it sounds like that's what it had to be. I wish him the best of luck, but I saw the video of him with his, was it wife? He went to a store or something. I don't know. He seems in bad shape. Fan of Childish Gambino? Yeah, I've seen him live in Detroit before. Ever played Little Nightmare? No. I think I've heard of it, though. Thank you, Carter. I'm glad that you're into horror. Really, always love hearing that people got into the horror genre because of Dead Meat. That's great. If in 10 years people are making badass horror movies and being like, yeah, I got into horror because of Dead Meat, that'll make me feel like it was all worth it, you know? That'll be really cool. But I am going to end this. I'm going to work out, getting back into the gym, thankfully, now that I have more time. Get back into shape for the wedding. And then we're going to watch Matrix Resurrection tonight. And, oh yeah, months ago, I bought a machine for my gym, a leg press and leg curl machine, because I was getting bored with just squats and lunges, and I wanted to make leg day more fun. And that's been sitting in a box for months in my garage, so maybe I'll put that together today. That's going to probably take, I'm imagining 2 hours to put that thing together. So we'll see about that. But I definitely want to put that together. That'll be exciting. And I also got Chelsea a kickboxing bag that she wants to get into, but I don't think her gloves have come in yet, but I can put that together at the very least. And wasn't there, oh yeah, that pottery wheel. That's got to get put together. Lots of stuff just hanging out in the garage that I bought months ago and then didn't have the time to do. So, all right. So yeah, just a reminder. This Friday, Scream House Tour. It's a really cool video. It's a very awesome video. Please check it out. I know it's not a kill count, but like, I'm so proud of what we did there and Zoran's amazing editing of the video. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. So please be sure to check that out. And then after that, on the 14th, we will be starting the Tremors kill counts, written and hosted by Zoran. Again, check those out. He wrote those months ago and has revised them, then sent me the script, and I went through with a fine-tooth comb, man, and I would be like, this line doesn't work, modify this line, this joke could be punched up. Like, my fingers are in it, all right? It's not a James Free episode. 90% of the work was done by Zoran, 90% or more, but I definitely reviewed it and made sure that it fits Dead Meat, all right? I'm not just like handing over the keys and fucking off for 6 months. I am making sure that it is in the spirit of Dead Meat, okay? I'm the showrunner, basically. I am the showrunner, yeah. He is the director and writer for these episodes, but I am still the EP at the top, making sure that it fits in with the schedule. So that's going to start on the 14th, the Tremors kill counts, and then for the next few months, that's what we're going to be doing is the Tremors kill counts, but I'll be doing these monthly live streams, first Sunday of every month. You can always tune in for these to see my face. We'll probably do some super cuts, especially around April when we get to the 5-year anniversary of the channel. That'll be a lot of fun. I do want to do a video going through all the various kill count champions of the past. And, you know, there will be stuff out there, and the podcast will return in February for every other week releases. So don't worry, the channel's not just disappearing. It's just I will not be hosting kill counts for a few months. And after that, it'll be back to normal, only I'll be better rested and feeling good. And maybe we'll have a movie getting made in that time. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Has it really been 5 years? Yeah, man. First kill count came out April 7th, 2017. So we're 3 months out from the 5-year anniversary. All right. Thank you so much, everyone who came out and chilled up with us in this chat. Thank you so much, moderators, for keeping it sane and good. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. All right? I'll be around. Thanks, everybody. Hold on, I want to time this right. Thanks, everybody.